Chapter 7 Season 2 is finally ramping up. The Overwatch update has finally released, and along with it, there is a lot of lore. So sit back and grab some popcorn as Miko Rex, explains the lore of this update. To begin, it is now confirmed that the Paradigm had sacrificed herself during Zero Fusion. However, after reading the status report of the final member of the Seven, Amy detected that the Singularity is coming to the island. After 7 years, Singularity is finally returning.
The Paradigm. Status: sacrificed to Zero Fusion. I've done everything I can. This is your fight now. I'm sorry we ever doubted you. Your sacrifice meant everything.
Sometimes fate is inevitable.
We're all we have left. It's not gonna be enough.
Perhaps not.
The Singularity. What? Amy, she was IO. She'd never work with us. The Singularity. Status incoming.
I think it could be an alternate timeline version of her as the paradigm of her timeline, and that'd be a very cool way to actually do what Donald Mustard was originally trying to do with the character. We now have a huge lore drop on the Dark Voyager's master. In the new dialogue from Jones, he teases that the Dark Voyager's master is a former character and says, "But there's still someone pulling the strings, and I really hope it isn't who I think it is." Now, who do I think it is personally? I think that Jones thinks it's one of the previous members of the last reality that we've known. People are saying it could be Geno, but that literally doesn't make sense since the last reality are literally Geno's biggest enemies. So, speaking of the Dark Voyager has a new skin, and it seems like he's evolving more and more after his armor in the first skins cubified or whatever. And if you look at his chest, he has a similar diamond thing in his chest, and it's harnessing a chaos cube that's combining with other chaos cubes, similar to how the Dark Presence had the Zero Shard in his chest in a similar diamond shape. Now, also, the elites are studying Oathbound Lexa's blade. In today's update, for some strange reason, Lexa's Twisted Fate blade appeared in the Elite's outpost. It is now being contained and studied by the Elites for reasons unknown as of now. Perhaps due to its power, or maybe what it's made of. It seems that the Elites might have defeated her when she challenged them, and they took her blade as a reward, or they could have very well stolen it. However, the case is the Oathbound is now officially back in the story, so we should expect more from them soon. Also, recently, the 0 point textures have been re-added for the unvaulting event, meaning either there are sadly maybe multiple 0 points. If this is true, I don't know how I'm gonna feel about the storyline, because then that just makes the whole storyline useless. Like, what would have been the point? Like, what the freak? But then I realized that the event is happening after the show, this season's end live event. So maybe this confirms that the Dark Voyager will completely rebuild the 0 point and place it in OG's vault. And then that'll lead to the events of Chapter 1, Season 9 and X. Now, how did the Overwatch characters get here? They were actually rifted here by the Foundation as backup. They even had the Ice King backing up for a minute. But let's be real, Ice King would have soloed them. He's fought a lot stronger beings than the Overwatch characters, so we're chilling. New NPC lore reveals some crazy storyline coming up. Like, it's teased only one rival will survive the live event. Heavily teased the Foundation might die or be injured, so the Order having to rebuild it if it happens. which would be crazy because he just came back. But I can see them doing it since the rock is very expensive. The Foundation brings up the great sacrifice of the paradigm, saying the sacrifice won't be for nothing. The fact he says this while also being teased to be the next in line for sacrificing himself. It is also teased that the 0 point will indeed fall into the hands of the Last Reality and the Dark Voyager, aka villains who will actually win the story of this season. Explains why the 0 point will end up being an OG. Also, the Foundation is so sick of being rage baited by the Ice King. He will beat you if you ask him about it. The rage bait seems to have been successful. Also, the Order and the Visitor are finally getting along, becoming best friends. Also, the build-up for the event will have the 99% reforged 0 point trying to grab the final 0 shard from the frozen biome, which is interesting, which probably means the 0 point will finally become sentient again after the 6 shards are brought together, and they will try to get the 7th one. But that's all the lore for this update. Thank you guys for watching, and bye-bye.